Hello, welcome to your FanDuel MLB preview for Friday, May 8th. I've really been getting killed over the last several days. I neglected to put my lineup in when I tried at the last minute, and the games had just started by that point, but no big deal. I was going to go with Lobstein from the Tigers, and he only went 7 1/3 without giving up an earned run, and a certain Dodgers catcher, I look over 5 innings and go, okay, he's not doing much. Winds up with 8 RBIs on the day. Grandal, similar to in the early 2000s, Sean Green, another getaway day at Miller Park where he hit 4 home runs. It was kind of similar, kind of reminiscent of that. Dodgers ended up winning that game 14-4. Unfortunately, I'd like to have some optimism that the Rockies and the Dodgers are going to get some games in this weekend, but that's not going to happen. I will explain that in a minute. I just want to quickly go over the lineup. Matt Harvey. There are other options, but he is the sure thing. Sonny Gray, a little tougher. He's on the road too against favorable matchup considering the Mariners pitcher's ERA. So that's one option. You want to go a little further down. Trevor Bauer at home against the Twins. He's only 8,100. And then Lincecum, statistically he's back, but that fastball has to be in the right place. Otherwise, Miami will feast on it. Only 18 strikeout. Well, that's actually the opponent. He 20 strikeouts in 30 innings. So Lincecum is an option along with Trevor Bauer and Sonny Gray, but not quite the sure thing, and Matt Harvey is. And I think I could get a decent lineup to go around him. What I did here is I stacked a couple of Orioles. And Caleb Joseph, he had a decent game. He had a home run. This is also going to be the first day I'll go with Chris Davis on the year. Yankee Stadium works as well as his home ballpark for a left-handed hitter. Actually, I've been wanting to say this for a couple weeks. Why does FanDuel continue to have not only Willen Rosario on the roster, but as one of the highest salaried catchers who weeks ago got sent to AAA? So unless, I don't know what he's doing with the Albuquerque Isotopes, but unless they allow whatever stats he's doing there, they shouldn't even have him in there. And then the other thing I should mention, if this is like the Rockies had a situation like this in 1999 where they had a couple games snowed out, and then they had another series and the weather was actually going to be nice, and then 2 games got postponed. I remember that. I was saying, why the world are they postponing it? Something called Columbine broke out, but the short story was the Rockies wound up with 4 postponements in 9 days, and they were playing double headers for much later on in that year. And this weekend they did get a doubleheader in on Wednesday, which didn't help for FanDuel lineups. But if they get, and this is actually a slightly more optimistic forecast than I saw last night, but if they get this game in, it's only because they're going to rough out a steady rain or a lighter rain, because Saturday is even worse. There's almost 2 inches of precipitation forecasted. Will rain all day and it'll turn to snow at night. 1 to 3 inches, and if they're able to clear the field by Sunday morning when it ends, it'll be frigid for Sunday. They might have to play another doubleheader that day, so I'm taking Rockies and Dodgers off the board, and where the weather looks even worse is the White Sox. They have an interleague opponent. They got the Reds coming in. They'd really like to get it, but I do not see them getting that game in. Detroit and Kansas City is, and this is actually a much more optimistic forecast than I saw last night. So I go with Kansas City, Detroit. I think they will get that one in, but stay away from the games on the south side of Chicago and in Colorado. So getting back to my lineup, I have Matt Harvey, Caleb Joseph, Chris Davis. Here I can start to go budget a little bit. Here I'll go with lefty bats with Joe Panik along with Brandon Crawford against a righty. I'll go with him. Tomas actually has his not a huge sample size with him. He's still about 333 though. James Shields, good pitcher, but not unbeatable. He's got 6 hits in the last 2 days. He's warming up. He'll be close to that 4,000. Chris Bryant has been striking out a ton. I kind of have him out. If you're missing, if you want to get one of the cheaper pitchers in, I like Josh Donaldson. Miley Cyrus pitching for the Red Sox. I like that as a righty lefty situation there. And for my outfielders, here's another one I love out of. They got this kid. The Royals brought him up for maybe 1-2 games. Yeah, he's played 2 games. I think he's on the roster now because Escobar is on the 7th-day disabled list. But again, he's resigning most of the time with the Omaha Storm Chasers. So I don't know why they not only have him, they have him as one of the most expensive shortstops at 3,000, which is weird. And the other thing, why I'm going with Crawford, it's like going with Peralta about all we got. Andleton Simmons has been one of the better ones. So if you're going to budget more on hitters, he's an option as well. So finally, I'm going to go with Reddick. Cespedes, it's a huge series, and it's David Price versus Giordano Ventura tonight. But Ventura is he can be had, as you can see by that ERA. So I have there Kyle Blanks. Please check your lineup, the lineups before he does. Make sure he's in there. I don't know if the Rangers could throw a left-handed bat instead, but Blanks gives you a puncher's chance. 3 home runs and 32 at-bats. I said this when he was at the Padres. He can hit a ball as far as anyone, but he was just in the wrong situation. So I have Matt Harvey, Caleb Joseph, Chris Davis, Joe Panik, Yosami Tomas, Brandon Crawford, Josh Reddick, Jonas Cespedes, and Kyle Blank. So good luck to everyone. Stay dry or stay warm if need be, and we will talk to you later.